Let's take a look at this problem. We want to complete a table to determine A for the given principal rate and time. N is the number of times compounded per year. Compounded per year, that tells us which formula we're working with. We got A is equal to P times 1 plus R over N to the NT power. Let's see what they give us. P is 2500. So P is 2500. R is 5%, so 1 plus, and that's one being decimal form, so 0.05. Compounded per year, the N is what changes. So for the N, I'm going to put my variable there, X. We'll get more into that in a minute. Then to the NT power. T is 20, and N we still don't know. So up here, I'll put 20X. Okay, so our N is what's going to change on these. Now when I plug this in my calculator, since I have more than a single number or single variable in my exponent, I want to put parentheses around it. So I put parentheses around 20x. Let's go do that first. So press my Y equals, press clear, and then I got 2500. Beginning parentheses 1 plus 0.05 divided by X, closing parentheses, caret, beginning parentheses, 20X, closing parentheses. Now I'm going to go to my table, and if your table's not set up for this, you first have to do a second window, go to table setup, and you want independent to say ask. So you down arrow to that line, you right arrow, put your flashing cursor on ask, and you press enter one time. Now if we go to second graph, our table, you may or may not have numbers there. If you have numbers, you can press delete to clean them out. And we're ready to start processing what they're asking for. So first thing they want is N is equal to 1. Then N is equal to 2. N is equal to 4. N is equal to 12, and N is equal to 365. Okay. So on our table, we'll put 1 in, press enter, 2 enter, 4 enter, I'm just putting all my different N's, 12 enter, 365 enter. Now I'm going to right arrow over here because I want to get the 2 decimal places. So I'm going to scroll up my first one, and that's 6,633.24. Now N is equal to 2. I'll down arrow, and I got 6712.66. And now down arrow, this one's 6753.71. Down arrow to N equals 12, and we got 6781.60, and then the 365, we got 6795.24. Okay, so that's the first part of my problem. I did that formula because N changed. Now our last one, continuous compounding. Well, the formula we're going to be using there is the PERT formula. So let's plug in everything they give us. They told us that P is 2500, E to the R was 0.05, and T was 20 years. So I'll put a times 20 here. So let's plug that in the calculator. I'll exit out of table, second mode, 2500 E, so I do second natural log, 0.05 times 20. You do not want to put any extra parentheses in your exponents here. Just type it in exactly as you see me do it, and then press enter. And that gives us 67 95.70. And those would be our answers.